So, guys, this is going to be episode 1 of the Unwighed Podcast. How you guys doing tonight?
Pretty good, man.
Good. Got to work early.
Yeah. You got out of work early, so that was nice. We can make this happen a little sooner. I'm Pokemon Juju.
Pokesoul.
Giving Bulbasaur.
Giving Bulbasaur. Nice to meet you guys. We are just some dudes from San Antonio.
Nice to meet you guys. We've known each other for a minute.
I know, a little bit.
I don't know how long I've known you guys. Like a year now or something. We were just some dudes from San Antonio who, want to get together and talk cards and see what, where we can take this and how we can bring value to you guys' lives.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
So I think we're today's podcast. We're going to be talking about how we got into the hobby, how you guys can get into the hobby, and where we think the hobby is going to go to in the future.
The future of Pokemon. Where is it going to be?
But before we get into all that, we'll just give a little backstory of us, just so you guys can get a little insight of our lives. So yeah, Juju, why don't you? Me? Okay, I'll just go first.
You're number 1 on here, so you have to go first. In everything. If you go to our bio, guys, he's literally number 1.
We are in my studio. So my real name is Abel.
I didn't know that.
You didn't?
No.
Yeah, I didn't.
I just found out his name was Julian.
We're not even saved in his phone yet.
Yeah. I called them today, guys. I got out early, and I was like, "Who am I calling?" Because we weren't in a group text, and I'm like, I just picked one. I was trying to call you, and he's like,
Julian.
He's like, "Hello," and I was like, "Who am I calling?" He's like, Julian. I was like, "Oh, okay, that's him."
That's him.
I didn't save names. My bad.
Yeah, so I actually didn't know your name either.
Yeah, it happens. John.
We've been talking. John.
No,
No, I know your name. I asked him today.
I only knew because someone responded to like something I posted, and they're like, "Oh, it's Eli," and I was like, "That was his name." Yes,
I got recognized. Thank God.
But yeah,
the last 2 years really worth it. yeah. But you can go first.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You're number 1.
Yeah. Abel, my real name again. I am born and raised here in San Antonio, Texas. Woo! It's where we are shooting this podcast and where we're actually all going to be continue shooting in a basement.
We can touch each other,
Yeah,
folks.
we can feel each other.
We're not literally paying like feeties right now, but y'all can't see. You have to pay extra for that prescription.
Yeah, there's going to be a
the Patreon, and this is a lower cam. We're not wearing any pants.
But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much me.
So are you a Logan Pauler, or are you like a Pokemon goer?
Are you a Lean Harder?
I have these different eras of when people got into Pokemon, at least in the last like 5 to 10 years. So would we fall in that category?
I forget about what my answer is going to be too.
I am technically, as far as like the hobby goes and like getting severely into it, a Logan Pauler,
Hey,
but
okay.
like,
It's okay.
but that's the wrong sound.
No, it's not. It's very appropriate right now.
But like, see, the Logan Paul thing happened. How long ago? Like 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
It's about to be 2 years.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I actually just recently got into the hobby last year in June. And it was from watching Leonhardt. It just came up on Facebook.
So he's a Leonhardt.
I mean, yeah.
Hashtag
don't see us.
But I wouldn't say I'm a Leonhardt just because Leonhardt's been doing videos for a while.
Yeah. So wait, are you saying like you just got into Pokemon, or you grew up in Pokemon and just got back into the hobby?
I've been about like, I have fucking tattoos, of Pokemon and shit. So like I've had this for like 10 years.
Oh, dude, I didn't even see that.
Yeah,
look at this Noctowl.
It's a shiny Noctowl, man.
Can you even see that?
Can you zoom in?
Oh wow, that is, dude. This camera quality is amazing.
Yeah, shiny Noctowl.
This camera is pretty awesome.
And it's a shiny too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna catch it one day. I'm just gonna throw a Pokeball at your ass.
But yeah, I got into it in June, and I've always been into Pokemon. I've been playing since I was a kid and stuff like that. I collected back then, but not as heavily as now, obviously. But
and what do you mostly collect like now? What would you say you're a collector of?
We know.
I know where this question's going.
These people know.
When I first got into it, I just started going ham, with my money, and just started buying nothing but modern.
Yeah.
Just because that's what I could afford. Backstory: Juju hates modern.
Yeah.
But mostly modern. But like, I have a bunch of vintage stuff because after buying the modern. A lot of modern. I was like, you know what? I really want to get into vintage because that's where I started.
Yeah, you have a shitload of packs.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty much it's but now I'm like getting into vintage a lot more. So like
I'm forcing it upon him.
He's not forcing it. I can now.
He's
afford,
a grown
and now
man.
I know
He can
more
do it
about the
himself.
hobby. I know more about the
Yeah.
hobby to like get into vintage now. So
Nice.
Yeah, I think like when it comes to vintage, it seems super inaccessible, especially if you don't know like where like the way to obtain it is.
Right.
What now we have whatnot. We have eBay, we have Instagram sales. So I feel like a lot of avenues for purchasing. And it's just like gaining the knowledge and being comfortable to make those purchases.
right.
Yeah.
That being said, I'll give you guys a little backstory on me. I have been collecting Pokemon my whole entire life.
Lies.
Lies.
I haven't always posted about it, but I would say majority, probably up until 6th, 7th grade, is when I was heavily collecting Pokemon. I've always had a Game Boy in my hand. I was like known as the dude who had the Game Boy in football study hall. I'd always be playing, Pokemon Gold or Silver. I didn't really play any of the newer games after Omega or after Ruby and Sapphire. I replayed Omega Ruby. If you haven't played, that's like the best game ever.
I actually saw it on an emulator. I'm probably gonna grab it.
Yeah, it's a good one. That one and Soul Silver, I think, are the two best games.
Yeah, I'm a silver gold kind of guy.
Yeah, so I would say like 6th grade, kind of like, as all of us, we kind of like dipped out of Pokemon. And it was funny, I never really battled Pokemon heavily because I think it was, for me, I was kind of a stupid kid. But like the mechanics, there was like tokens involved and energies. And it was like, no, I just want to collect the shiny board. Like I like the shiny stuff, that's it. But Yu-Gi-Oh, is kind of where I was like, okay, I actually know how to play this. So I kind of stopped collecting Pokemon, started collecting Yu-Gi-Oh, and kind of stopped from there. But I always had the game. Now I'd call myself, as I asked you, were you a Pokemon goer or a Logan Pauler? I'm totally a Pokemon goer.
2016.
2016, man, that's when my Instagram was established. Actually, summer of 2016. I'll never forget. We like downloaded the app and took my dog for a walk, and I was like, dude, we should go to like Alien World. And it was funny because the Alien Worlds that I used to go to in San Antonio was here, and this one was like a completely different location. So I remember we went, and I think I paid like $20 for like the most played Blastoise ever, but I was like, oh my god, it's Blastoise. So yeah, I got that. I remember hitting my parents and I was like, I know I have cards somewhere like in the garage. Like, do you know where they are? Like, no, but come find them. So I went and I found my childhood binder, and I had a first edition Shiny Tyranitar in there. Probably like a PSA.
Shining Tyranitar?
Yeah,
Holy
probably
crap.
like a PSA 7, just because it's kind of beat up. But like I've had it. I pulled it from a pack like when it came out. So
That's cool.
yeah, so that's pretty cool. And
Are you
basically,
okay with this table?
have you noticed I keep
like, is it not clean enough for
I keep
you?
thinking these are like pieces of hair in this IKEA, It's like,
Everybody in the comments be like, "What's wrong
What
with
is
this
he keep-
table? Wash on, wash off."
he didn't take his medicine this morning.
Yeah, he's
So yeah, they keep saying I pretty much only collect vintage stuff up until maybe some crystals, but that's about it. I kind of lost like the love for the look of the card after E-Series cards came out. So yeah, man, been collecting since 2016, going strong now. So it's really fun.
Yeah.
I've met a lot of people from different states, different countries. So it's cool, man. It's nice. The nostalgic aspect of it, I think it's the best, especially these days we're all dealing with like the Rona stress and what have you, being adults and going and looking at something that reminds you of your childhood. It's kind of nice, you get to sit back and like, oh, I remember when I just had nothing to do but looking at cards and
so flinging them down the
flinging them down the
stairs when they're worth
stairs.
thousands of dollars, and you're just like, I have
putting them in your.
That's how he used to
bike
battle, by
spokes.
the way. He would stand on the stairs at his school and he would throw cards
them.
down. So I'm gonna pass it on to you. How did you get into cards, man?
So I'm proud to say I'm not a Logan Pauler. I actually pre-Loganed, but it was after Pokemon Go. So
Okay.
I played Pokemon Go, just played it, wasting gas, driving everywhere in the world, and then stopped. And then right before Logan, because Logan was like in August, I actually started collecting in February. So it was right before Logan Paul did what he was doing. So I was able to grab a lot of good stuff. And the reason I grabbed it is because, I was just kind of bored at the house. COVID kind of happened too. And I was just like, what can I do for fun? So I was chilling at the house. I was like, you know what? Me and my brother used to like Pokemon, and I was like, let me just start grabbing some cards again. So I started buying like bulks of Pokemon cards. Like I grabbed like, I think I told you before, I paid like $600 for like 6,000 Japanese from base sets.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus, I actually didn't know.
So that was like the start of my collection. That was a really good way to start. And I'm just like, I can actually use this to, sell a couple because I checked on eBay and they weren't selling for high, but they sell for the most. Buy them in bulk. I could sell some, build out my collection. So I didn't even know anything about grading. I didn't know about none of that. And then that stimulus check came out with like $1,500, and I was stimulus. So I took that and I was like, let me see if I can use this to flip a little bit because I've been in sales my whole life. So I was like, let me see if I can use that aspect of my experience to like put into Pokemon. So I started like flipping cards, and eventually Logan Paul happened, which prices like skyrocketed. So I was like, you know what, I can do this. But I was doing it mainly to like fund my collection because I wanted a lot more stuff. Till this day, like I don't have super expensive stuff, but I have a lot of stuff. Right. So now I'm getting into like different aspects of like, I'll show you on show and tell. We have some show and tell stuff later.
We got show and tell.
Yeah, show and tell. So like in kindergarten.
So now you're getting this like memorabilia, not just cards, like different stuff.
So I'm breaking off into some other stuff. Like I got into grading. Like 2 months ago, I got back my first graded collection from like I first sent to PSA like a year ago. So that finally came back, but I got into like CGC, Beckett, PSA. So if I had to like clarify what I do, like it's a little bit of everything because now I do Pokemon, I do graded, ungraded, games, VHS, everything in the world. I want everything to be graded now because I want to collect
like other TCGs or just
Digimon a little bit, not too heavily because I don't like the newer ones. I like the older ones. So I bought a binder full of like old Digimon. I'm heavy into MetaZoo. We can talk about that on another day. So I like MetaZoo.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Oh, I didn't know how you felt about it. That's why.
I don't judge people what they collect. Okay, whatever makes you happy makes you happy.
What a good person!
I
unless
will
it's modern.
Buy any
unless it's modern.
Unless it's modern. I mean, if you want to do that, if you want to throw away your money on something,
anything
that's fine.
that you want except modern.
I'll judge you for it, but it's okay.
So
it's okay.
Yu-Gi-Oh, but mainly what I'm collecting now is I got rid of a lot of my English, so I probably have like a handful of English cards left, and mainly I'm sticking to Japanese and then Japanese exclusive cards, and that's in every TCG. So like I have Yu-Gi-Oh cards that were just printed in Japan that I've got graded, and that's all I'm collecting is just Japanese.
It seems like Japanese is like super hot right now.
It is now, and so y'all are all welcome for letting me tell you all about that because I started that,
With his 6,000 purchase, he started the Japanese.
Yeah, I started. It was before
single-handedly started the Japanese.
There was no Japanese in the world, and I uncovered these piles of Japanese and showed them to the world, and they were like, "Oh wow, that's something we want." So yeah,
it's funny. We were kind of talking about Logan Paul, so I took like a little bit of a break, maybe between like 2019 and the summer of 21, and. Like before, when
I'm gonna laugh every time, bro.
Before,
like, goddamn mosquitoes.
It was like blasphemous to do a box break. Okay, when people would post like a base set box.
Oh, you're telling me about this.
And people would be like, "Hey, should I break this?" And we'd all be like, "Do not break that. Do not break that. Like boxes are so hard to find." And then I came back this summer and I'm seeing like, what not? What are these like box breaks? Rip and ship. What the hell is rip and ship? Like you pay people to open your packs for you? Like I didn't really understand it. And then I started watching it. I'm like, oh, okay, I can see the value in the entertainment and ripping stuff. So I don't know. I think that right there, all these different things going on right now is just making Pokemon super popular right now. So I think it's crazy that we went from like having no booster boxes anywhere to like now when you go on Instagram, they're just coming out of the woodwork. Well, like I see booster boxes everywhere now.
Yeah, like, I was actually watching. I don't know how long ago and who I was actually watching, but they were talking about how like right now you might not see it, but there's actually a lot more sealed product out there than you actually see.
They printed the shit out of that. Like it's out there.
Oh, Wizards?
They printed the hell out of that. I remember seeing some guy, like this old lady was like, hey, I have all this stuff that my son left there, and she went upstairs and he had like piles of Charizards, piles of like all these cards and everything, sealed product. I had another guy that I talked to, and they were working with this little old lady, and the lady was like giving them boxes of Skyridge.
What's up with these old ladies finding all this stuff, man?
Yeah.
And they were just like consigning. So they're consigning all of it for Skyridge, Aquapolis, like all this stuff that's sealed worth thousands of dollars, and it's just sitting up there. So there's probably piles of this stuff everywhere.
Yeah, people just got to find it. Like just recently, it's kind of during like the big bubble that happened last summer when all the prices were going crazy. a friend of a friend found. I did it again. I'm gonna put my hands on it.
It's just nervous to guys.
I'm not nervous, but I just.
What do I do with my hands?
What do I do with my hands?
That's why I'm doing this. I do this, or I'll do this, or I'll do.
But then I look like I'm pensive.
Like,
So a friend of a friend hit me up. Basically, he found a shoebox in his parents' house. This shoebox was sitting. It has a receipt from Toys R Us. There was 10 packs, 5 fossil, 5 jungle, from December 12th of 1999. They're sitting there, and so like you just think like how many of these instances, like, oh yeah, my parents didn't give me this on Christmas, and they found it 20 years later. I ended up buying the packs for $1,000, but the last time I saw him, he said that 5 jungle, 5 fossil
for $1,000,
$100 each. Not a bad. It's a good deal. And one of them is like a long pack, so it's kind of
Was
nice.
it first edition or no?
Unlimited, but they're unweighed, so and 100% unweighed.
Did you open them?
No, they're in a little box. So
We should open them right now.
he says right now. His dad told him that he thinks, and he said like it's the really shiny box, so he thinks that they have a legendary collection booster box somewhere in this house.
Dude, I don't understand.
So they're
how
sitting on
this
like
guy
50.
people.
They're sitting on
I
like
don't either.
50 grand of stuff, just like hiding possibly in
And
his
he's
house.
over there. He's like,
he
hey,
has
I'll
no
give you
idea.
$1,000 for it.
Hey, I'll give you 2
chickens.
two pieces of beef or something for that.
Oh, actually, KFC sounds really good right now, guys.
We just had Chick-fil-A. It was
No,
pretty good.
you had Chick-fil-A. I didn't. They didn't give me nothing. Like they knew I was coming too.
If you ever go to Chick-fil-A, get the spicy chicken deluxe and get a packet of avocado lime dressing. They forgot mine today. I'm gonna write
He was pretty upset.
I'm gonna write a strongly worded letter about it. But
Dear Mr. Filet.
dear Mr.
Filet.
No, we're on a first name basis. I call him
Oh
Chick.
my god. I got
I call him Chick.
He's so funny.
Okay, so we're gonna start doing this thing now every episode. This is about nostalgia. Remember elementary school show and tell, guys?
Yeah, I
Do
do.
you remember that? It was good times. Remember
yeah.
For
you'd be
you,
at your
maybe. For me, I didn't have shit. I couldn't show nothing.
Hey, I come from immigrants, okay? Give me a
No,
break.
my
But do you
God.
remember like that feeling of like getting something before and be like, man, I can't wait to show my class this tomorrow? Well, we're going to do that. So
You know what? We
Here's my
actually
goldfish.
didn't. Y'all two didn't say y'all's names and where y'all from and all that.
Oh, okay.
We sure
We're-
did.
No,
No,
you
you
didn't.
didn't.
You
We
said
thought-
your
we-
name was.
he was saying it.
Oh, I told you what I did, but I didn't tell you
So
anything
you're
for
like,
myself.
hey, and then you stopped. And I was like,
Okay. So I'm Pokemon Juju. Juju derives from my name Julian, or as my French
Julian.
father would
King
say,
Julian.
Julien.
King Julian.
I swear, I feel
I'm
like
King
you can do it.
Julian.
I knew it. I freaking knew it.
Physically fit. Anyway, so
Oh my god,
guys, over the course of these videos, you're gonna see me do a lot of voices. So just get ready for that. So yeah, Julian, born in New York City,
Really?
born and raised in Queens. My neighbor was Peter Parker. But yeah, born in New York. But I've pretty much lived my entire life more or less in San Antonio.
When did you move from New York to here?
So 7 years old. Hold on, everyone listening, this is me crazy. So New York City, San Antonio, 6 years old, 7 years old, 2000 until like 1996 to like 2001. Moved to Orlando, Florida, and did like half of fifth grade. Then like that's the break between. Oh, so the reason we moved from Texas, by the way, is because we had Stachybotrys mold. South Texas is a very hot and humid place. So,
Wait, you got mold, and
I
y'all
got mold in our house.
Y'all moved.
My
all the way over
mom said, "Fuck Texas." We had a family in Florida, and she wanted to try something new. I don't know. It was the worst.
Isn't Florida, like,
it was
super
the
fucking hot,
worst
too?
fucking
Yeah, it's
decision
humid.
of my family's life because we
Like-
ended up coming back here, right?
Okay.
So moved to Florida. Moved to California. Moved back to Florida, and then moved back to here. High school.
Okay, I got one better. Like I grew up on the east side. I went to the north side. Went back to the east side. Went down the street. Went
Got
back to
shot.
the west side. Went to the south side. Moved to Corpus for 6 years. Came back. San Antonio.
Corpus, bro.
Oh, dude, don't even get me started on Corpus. It was fun,
I,
but it wasn't.
I lived on like 4 houses on the same street.
I lived in 3 apartment complexes on the same street. so,
Really?
yeah, all on West Avenue.
gotta do what you gotta do.
I had to try them all. You didn't know.
He was doing the reviews. He's like, dear Yelp.
Yeah.
The first place I got all my money back. It was pretty nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, so
And you,
wait.
Oh wait,
your
what
name?
do you do?
what do? I'm a grocer for Trader Joe's.
Oh, I didn't even say what I did.
for all you Californians out there,
California.
I work at Trader Joe's. So
Really?
I order all the wine.
My wife likes going there. We go like Sodom because there's only one like way the
quarry?
hell over. Yes, it's so
you're
far
You said you
away,
work at a
dude.
bike shop too, right?
Yeah, I always forget that I work at a bike shop. So
I didn't, boss. I didn't come
forget
to
one
work
of my
today.
jobs.
I totally forgot.
I'm a big believer that you need to have hobbies outside of Pokemon, and you need to
Oh,
be
yeah.
like healthy and stuff. Like I like to ride bikes. That's probably why I'm really skinny because I'm always outside just riding bikes and sweating. So yeah, I work at a bike shop part time just for the discounts. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
Oh, we gotta show some of your like clips of like falling on your
Dude,
face.
dude,
I
we can
saw
show
it.
me. We can
I know,
show
he
me
showed
some
me,
stuff.
yeah.
I showed him race
You know,
videos.
if y'all can edit something like right here showing like one of his falls, that'd be legit.
Okay. insert link below.
Yeah, it's really below.
Link below.
So yeah,
Oh my God.
I'm a grocer. Sell Pokemon cards. I don't sell really just to make money. I literally sell
Scalper.
cards when I need to buy cards. So that's pretty much it.
What I did.
It's really hard for me to let go of cards. Ask him. I'm in the middle of pressing out a lot for him, and it's taking
Yeah.
me forever to do it. So yeah, just that's a little bit about me. Yeah.
And then you did say what you did for work.
I'm actually a tattoo artist.
Hey.
I couldn't tell at all.
So
Yeah.
if we hit a million subs, I'm actually gonna get the logo on my chest.
It's the back one.
Man, imagine.
I gotta put it back.
What are you doing? Oh wow! So this is why he's number 3. So yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Did you do
Yeah.
so when you do stuff like this? Do you do it yourself, or you have another person?
No,
do
I
you?
yeah, I don't. I've only done a
Like
couple.
that's what, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, you never know.
Hey, some people do tattoo
Thank
themselves.
you.
Have you tattooed yourself
you.
ever?
I have, but it was like before I was like.
It's like when you were starting.
Yeah, I was like when I first started.
Hey, bro,
Yeah,
can
it
you
was
let me do
just
that?
so-
No. Okay. Hey, no. I'll
So-
do myself.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Usually when people self-tat, it's like on their thigh somewhere, like in the back of their leg, like hidden so no one can see it. Am I right or am I wrong?
100% right.
So he,
Really?
he has a bunch of really shitty tattoos on his crotch, trust me.
I have so it's actually a funny story. I was gonna put like have and then hope on
Yeah.
my like on my
your
thigh,
butt
but like
cheeks?
right above my knee and over on my thigh. But it hurt,
Oh.
so I literally only have ha on one.
I was
on
hoping
one
you just
knee.
said I have. What do you have? Whatever you want it to be, baby. I have.
Yeah, I have.
So you just go,
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And then I also when
Are
I
you gonna
first
get that fixed? Like, are you gonna finish that?
I don't know.
It
Honestly,
hurt.
probably
It hurt.
never. Like,
my
but I
God.
also have like a when I first started my apprenticeship again. Like, well, I didn't start as when I actually did my first apprenticeship because when I first started tattooing, I just started tattooing out of my home and like ruining people's skin.
Oh my god.
But when I actually started my apprenticeship, like 10 years
I
later,
need to see some references first.
there's some pretty bad ones, bro.
Oh my god.
I
It's the phone.
Oh, okay.
I
You mind if I put
I
this on
played-
the floor so it doesn't vibrate? Just like right here.
okay, yeah. I put
He has his
I played
notes.
I played tic-tac-toe with my boss on my
Okay.
leg.
That's dope.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you win at least?
Yes, I
Oh,
won.
okay.
Yeah.
That'd be sucking you lost on your
I
own
was
leg.
starting and I was like, what if I lose? I was like, this is not a good idea, but
It'll
yeah.
go down
It's
in
a good
infamy.
story either way. Like, hey, you want to? I played and I
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah.
Do you want to
But
try
I
it
did
on this
win.
side?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
But yeah, I'm a tattoo artist. I actually want to like do some things with this as well, you know, like maybe give away for like a tattoo or something.
Dude, there's
We'll
gonna be a
fly
lot
you
of
to.
people.
We'll have you pay for your own flight to San Antonio.
There you go.
And he'll
That's so
tattoo you.
funny. Hello. That's so funny.
It's right there. We'll take 2 strawberry daiquiris and a Bud Light, please.
That's so funny.
It's right there. It's right there.
But so yeah, that's actually pretty cool. So it's just this ha.
Yeah, it just says hot. Yeah. I also I don't know if you guys know what straight edge is.
I've been straight edge for 5 years.
Isn't that like a WWE thing with the? That's all I ever think about with like Edge and stuff.
So
no,
straight edge,
Who is it? I can't remember.
straight edge is it manual focus?
Who's manual?
I wanted to lower and like unfocus and then.
Oh, it's because you're close to it. Like, get away from it. Yeah. So now it's focused. Okay.
We're learning, folks.
What was the question again?
Who's Edge? Who's straight edge?
Oh, yeah.
Who's manual?
Manual. That was the question.
It's Manuel.
Manuel.
No, straight edge means pretty much like you don't drink or smoke.
Oh, okay.
Or
Oh,
like-
that's
yeah.
right. That's right. That was a
Yeah.
WWE
So, like,
thing though.
I was-
not straight edge.
yeah, kind of, yeah.
I can't remember the guy. but-
I was, it was, I forgot his name, but I know what you're talking about. I was straight edge from like 13 to like 22.
I was straight edge when I was 13 too.
Yeah. So, for different reasons, I'm assuming. But I knew what straight edge was back then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, like, I was straight edge from then until
I can't remember the rest.
23. Yeah. Just don't think about
I
the
was
rest.
just literally trying to remember
Yeah.
who he was.
And,
Put in comments, guys.
I tattooed like like a straight edge thing on my ankle.
Okay.
Because that's what I could reach. And I went to the pool the next day, and it like completely fell out.
Oh, like I see the tattoo fall.
You're not
Wait,
supposed.
that's a thing?
You're not supposed to
Like
go
it
to a
literally
pool.
fall off. Like
Yeah, I
weird.
mean it's still there. It's still there, but like it's like a lot of the ink is missing.
Really?
Yeah, because you're just like chlorine will pull out ink, like fresh like ink.
Wait, is this when you first started?
Yes,
Okay, because
yes,
I was
yes,
say
yes.
you've been doing this for a while. And
Yeah,
you didn't know
no.
that. I don't know if I want to hire you. Hence why the tattoo's free, guys.
It may look good, and it may
But
not.
if you
look
guys
good.
are watching this and you want to see my tattoos, just go to Dread Soul instead of Poke Soul. It's DRED Soul. I'll link it somewhere here. That's
Link below.
my tattoo page. Yeah, I'm not
That's
bad.
cool.
I will say that. Not bad.
I feel like I know you guys so much better now. I know your name. I know about your shitty tattoos.
He said, "I know your name.
I know your number."
That's how you know him better now. Is because you know his fucking name."
Well, that's the thing. Like when you do like TikTok and Instagram, like I never normally call people by their names.
Yeah, no,
like,
me either,
I call
yeah.
them by their tag.
Yeah, like
But
I call
it's
him.
cool. You
Juju.
can call me Juju
Like, I'll call
because
you
my
Soul
whole
and I'll
family
call
calls
you
me
Juju.
Juju.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I've been called Juju since I
call me
was a kid,
John.
so.
No.
John.
So yeah, no.
Yeah.
But for those of you that don't know, my name's actually Eli. It's actually Eliseo, but I go by Eli because my whole childhood trying to teach a white teacher how to say my name ruined that for me.
Excuse me, Elisael. Can you come to the
Elisael.
Dude, I literally
you
had
come to the
I
board,
literally
please?
had to like write it down for them. I put like L and then an E and then say and then an O, and I would say that, and that's how they would learn how to say my name.
Eliseo?
I would I would have to teach the
Wait,
teacher.
how do you say your name again?
You asshole. But like, I just go by Eli. When I moved to Corpus, I reinvented myself, and I was like, I told everybody that my name was Eli, and then I never just told them my real name, like ever.
That's how I was
the
when
way
I
to do
like moved back to Texas. I was like, I'm gonna start fresh, and no one's gonna know like what I was. How
My name is John
stupid-
Elton.
How lame I was in middle school. That's right. I go by JP now.
I get a bell like all the
Amen.
time. Yeah.
I bet
Abel.
venga, por favor.
Yeah,
Abel.
like Abel. My name's Abel. It's in the fucking Bible. like it's Abel.
Who killed who? Cain killed
Cain,
Abel.
Cain
yeah,
killed
Cain,
Abel.
yeah, Cain killed Abel.
Fucked
Yeah,
up, man.
yeah it's pretty fucked up.
Hey, he did what he did.
Dude, I'm dying to show you guys my show and tell.
Okay,
right
so
now.
yeah, before we get into everything, we'll just do a quick show and tell.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
And then-
side note, I'm a realtor, and just because if you're
Oh,
watching,
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
sell your damn house,
Yeah.
or I'll buy it, one or the other.
in
So
this in this hot market.
wait, I want to see what you have.
Yeah. So yeah, show and tell time, guys.
Okay, so
What is? Oh, let's
this,
go.
I see a lot of stuff being reposted. I've never seen anyone post this before. So this is, if we can zoom in on this real quick. This
Just zoom in a little bit. It's the back one, yeah. And then just pull it up.
We'll get better at that.
so
Yeah. This is
What
the
we
first
have
episode,
here-
guys.
what we have here, guys, is a
There you
sealed.
go.
Well, not sealed.
That was good.
Is a never been used.
Never been used.
Never been used. Go saying true. Never
Oh
been
my
used.
God. Saying
Pokemon- Saying true. No, saying true. So this is a
That's
lunchbox. This is a lunchbox. But not only is it a lunchbox, it's fucking signed by Veronica Taylor, folks.
Did you
guys-
take that to the
I
Pokefest?
did. You
Oh
see
my
that?
god.
It is signed by Veronica Taylor.
I should have brought my Pokedex. I
So
had to.
inside this we
Oh,
have,
you have the thermo?
the freaking thermos and
What's
the
that?
Pringle container, dude.
What the hell? That is so cool. It
Did
even
you guys
says
ever mess
Pringles.
with the Pringles? Once you pop, you can't stop.
I'm not even gonna do this correctly, but it says Pringles.
So yeah, that was my bit of show and tell today.
Dude, that's actually really cool.
Comes with a little.
Where'd you get that at?
So I got this literally like when Let Go and Offer Up, those apps came out.
Yeah, yeah.
Like when they were first coming out, I would go on and this was like $45.
I remember
and
Let Go.
$45. It came with a booster pack and it came with a jungle.
What was
Theme
the
deck.
What was the booster pack?
It was a fossil deck with Lapras and I pulled a Haunter out of it, if I'm not mistaken.
Hollow.
Hollow Haunter, yeah. So
That's
mine.
crazy. Are you gonna try to do this one? Yeah,
There you go.
Leave the buttons to the real professionals. Number 3.
All right, we'll just go around the
I'm
corner.
gonna bring my label maker next time I come over here.
Oh
All right,
man.
we'll go in.
All right, you
in,
next. What did you bring?
You next?
Oh, okay, okay.
okay.
Wait, did you want to go?
No, I was gonna say
he
wanted
wanted
go
to
in
go first because he's number 1.
No, he's going
but,
last,
you
man.
know. So now he's going last.
All
So
right, I'll go last.
I
I'll go
actually
last.
picked this up the other day. So for those of you guys that don't know, there was a thing called VHSs back in the day. There you go. There's a thing called VHSs before Blu-ray, before DVDs. And you would in here is a VHS. You can see it. I'm not gonna open it. It's actually still sealed. But if you guys go to YouTube and you type in Advanced Master Pokemon Guide, you're gonna get this really big guy teaching these little kids how to play.
Big baller over here.
Yeah, and he has a stick, and he's literally like pointing out what they're doing. And this is how you become a master at playing the original Pokemon game.
I thought that was Biggie Smalls at first.
It might have been him
Biggie
before.
Small,
Like,
let me see.
I didn't know he was into Pokemon.
Oh
my
wow,
God.
this man is large.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
very large.
But he's sitting there like the kids are like on the floor and they have this huge round table and they're sitting there and he's like on this huge upper chair and just like pointing down.
on a
them.
pedestal.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Look, you can show them in
Oh,
the
yeah,
back.
yeah.
Like you can kind of get close if you can.
I just do this. Hold on.
I hear like
Y'all see
the
this
voice
guy?
of Chef kind of like in his like that's my picture.
This is the problem.
Hi, children.
Anyways, but yeah, I actually been buying some VHS. I'm up to like 4 now, and so I'll show you some more that I'm getting. Hopefully, y'all guys they're not super expensive. This one was like $50.
That's pretty expensive for a VHS in 2020.
Not if it has your childhood, and then on top of that, it has a song.
Features hot new song Pokemon Combat.
Yeah, so
Who sings that?
Sounds like a
Biggie
banger.
Smalls.
I was hoping. Do you guys remember those? Wait, do you remember
Featuring
those
Tupac.
those WB commercials with Lou Vega? He'd be like rapping like just random stuff, and it was
Yeah.
like during the winter, and it was just like, do you remember that?
No,
Dude,
God,
I saw on Facebook the other day. It was like a video from like WB and all that. That one with all the roaches for like the drugs. It's like
Oh my
chilling
God.
outside playing b-ball.
I remember that,
I went something from outside the school. So I don't know, dude. I was like, dude, I was seeing the whole thing. I was like, dude, I know this like the back of
that's
my
gonna
hand.
be our new theme song.
Don't do drugs, kids.
All right,
Yeah.
So number 1, what
Oh
did you
my God,
bring?
number one. All right. I brought.
I literally like, where did that come from?
You want to?
This is actually pretty sick. So
wanna
actually,
zoom
that's
in
your
on it?
job, sir. Number 2. I mean, number 3. Can
Number
you do your work? Can you do your job?
zoom in.
Am I Vanna Whiting this too?
Yeah.
I keep pressing the wrong one. so I'm scared.
Zoom in, and I'm gonna.
There's got to be a remote that we
Like
can do this
that.
with. So tell
Alright,
us
that's
a
a really
cool
good
little
picture.
story on this.
Okay,
my
so the
friend.
cool story about this is this is
That's
a Top Deck magazine from the year 2000, and it actually comes with a
sealed.
sealed base set 2-pack, and it's still sealed.
We're opening
and I
that
actually
today.
have 2 of them. Zoom back out.
He's gonna sell me one.
So the story behind this is I got it at Collecticon, the recent Collecticon that just passed.
in Houston.
Yeah, in Houston, yeah. And
How was that, by the way?
Collecticon
it was
sponsor
great.
us? Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, I liked it.
I'm sad I'm not
You
going
were
to
there
this
too?
one. Yeah,
Oh,
I go.
dang.
I've been.
That's-
I've gone to
Oh, that's right. I
every
do remember
one
you
of
saying
them.
that, yeah.
That's where I met you.
I started this,
That's where I met you.
but they don't sponsor me, so it's okay. Is that where you met?
I love looking into your eyes. Can I say that?
That's why.
Can I say that?
You
that
can
weird?
say it, but if I accept it, it's
Should
a little weird.
Should I have said that or?
No. But when you look into my eyes, I'm just like. I'm never gonna get tired of this soundboard, guys.
Yeah, the story behind this.
Oh, yeah, go number 1.
Collecticon.
Sorry, we got lost into his eyes.
Yeah, Collecticon, and we were.
You mind if I own it?
Well, yeah, we were walking around, and I saw them, and I was like, "Oh, dang, these are pretty cool." And they had other issues.
I was actually with you.
Yeah, you were with me. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you picked up the Sabrina
I
one.
peeled.
Right?
I picked up it was the announcement for the gym challenge set, and so it's Sabrina with the sealed W stamp blades.
Did you even notice that it has a picture of Goldberg in the back?
I did not notice that was
Dude, that's
Goldberg.
fucking
That is
cool.
awesome.
But wait, you have to hear the story on this back.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Keep going.
So I told them, I was like, yeah, how much are they? And they're like, the guy was like $200. And I was like, that's kind of weird. And I even asked him, I go, well, why is this more or less than an actual
base set
2-pack?
They're like,
And he was
I
like,
don't know.
I don't know. I guess it's because these are guaranteed heavies or something like that. And I was like, okay, sure. Not these, but the ones that he
Yeah.
had. that
It was
they
a
had
dumb
there.
reason.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, okay, sure. I was like, well, shit, give me 2 of them. Like, I'll take 2 of them. So I bought 2 of them, and my little brother was gonna pick up one, but he was like, no, I'll just hold off. I'll look around. So he didn't have much money to play with.
So I bought. So he paid 200. I paid 100 for the Sabrina one.
Yeah, he paid 100 for the Sabrina one, and then
What was in that one?
The gym challenge W stamp.
okay.
Yeah.
The Wizards.
and we left, and then my brother was like, hey, I think I want to go pick up one of those magazines. I was like, all right, let's go. So we went, and there was another guy and he was talking to us, and he was like, "Yeah, they're worth $500." And I was
that's what you priced it at when you asked him. You're like, "What?"
I was like, "Wait,
Like when you
what?"
went back?
Yeah, when
Yeah.
we went back, my brother was like, "Let me get one." He said, "Oh, that'll be $500." And I was like,
I just paid.
I was
two.
like, I told him, I was like, I just paid $200 for, well, $400 for two of them.
And I remember they were like, "What?" Like, he was like,
he was like,
Oh my
who
God.
did that? Who sold that to you? I was like, dude, I don't know. It
that
was
guy
just
got fired.
Some guy. He was like, was the guy with the tattoos, the guy with the hat? And I was like, honestly, bro, I don't remember. Like,
Now, quick question: did you really not remember, or did you?
No,
not
I
want
really
to get that
didn't
guy in
remember.
trouble?
I kept coming back around and trying to see if I recognized the face, and then I ended up remembering, but now I don't remember anymore. But in that second, like when I finally saw the guy, I was like, I think it was that guy, but I wasn't gonna go.
You're not gonna say it. Yeah.
Either way, he got a hookup.
Yeah,
That's
so
my
I basically
Joker.
paid. I got two of them for
Dude,
the
that's
price
crazy.
of less than.
What are they
one.
priced at now?
Can't even find them.
Yeah,
No,
this
especially the
specific
Charizard,
issue,
right?
Yeah, this specific issue, I don't know. Like, I don't
you
see
really
any
need to
of
put
them.
this in a case so that we can preserve the plastic
Yeah.
as well.
And I looked up mine, and I think the last one that mine sold was like 300 and something.
Really?
And I
And
would
you
get
got
100.
100?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm
So
kind of
I'll
bummed
give you
I didn't go.
150.
I should have gone and bought one of these. I'm gonna treat him for the
and
other
this was
one.
at
I'm gonna,
Collecticon?
Yeah, it was at Collecticon. Yeah,
Damn, that's crazy.
So,
and I know what booth it was at, but I'm not gonna say. Just
So-
because
we'll
I
talk
don't
about this
wanna-
later.
so vendors, do your research
Research.
before you sell stuff, or if you're having someone help you with a tent,
Make sure they know what they're doing.
they're not a moron.
Yeah.
Well, that was show and tell. I
Yeah,
hope
so
you
that
guys
was show and
enjoyed
tell.
it.
So let's get into the first topic. I know we kind of got derailed. Well, not derailed because we did introduce ourselves.
Wait,
so this,
side
this is
note,
the
can
first
we
podcast.
use that sound for show and tell from now on?
Sure.
it's-
Yeah,
cool.
that,
It's gonna say
yeah.
Show and tell.
S&T when I type in
That sounds like a disease.
or some sex play. I don't know. Yeah, I'm into
Again, guys, if you
S&T.
subscribe for the extra stuff, there's a camera on below.
Subscribe to Juju's
Or-
OnlyFans to see his S&T file.
I wish I had a microphone on here. You can hear zip.
Oh, we should get sound as-
Yeah. The next podcast, you will hear different sounds. So I'm gonna do some more.
We are
These are words. What are you trying to say?
committed to bringing you different sounds every episode, guys. Okay, I promise you this.
Oh my god! If there's nothing else,
All right. First topic.
what was it?
Yeah, what are we talking
What
about
was
today?
the first topic?
Oh, it's just so somebody. So actually,
Or did we already say how we got
No,
into
no,
the
no,
hobby?
No. So he did a kind of a poll.
You guys want
On-
to collect cards, right? You like collecting cards.
No, I do it for the hatred.
The question is, how do you get started on collecting cards?
Is that the first question?
That is.
I thought it was the hobby thing, but
I
okay.
mean,
Yeah, like how we got
Topic?
into it, right? How we got
Topic.
into the hobby?
No, I thought it was the future of
No,
the
that's
hobby.
the end. That's the end.
the end.
Ending
Oh,
off
okay,
with that
okay.
one, yeah.
That's not
But
you see how this is not choreographed, guys?
can
you just edit all this out?
No, it's fine.
but yeah, we actually already said how we got into the hobby.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Now we're gonna say
How to get
get in the hobby. Right?
how to get in the
So-
hobby? Yeah. So
I guess it depends on the different aspects of like where you're at to get in the hobby and what you want to do in the hobby.
So we'll
Right.
start at the local level, okay?
Okay.
You're looking for cards. One good way to do it: local internet, Facebook, Craigslist, buy sell trade apps.
I mean, I think the first step would just go to like a
Local
store.
car
local
shop.
car shop.
I know he listed everything that was online.
Well, I was gonna digress
Which
into each one.
I do get what you're saying, like, because
Yeah.
Craigslist can be local,
So-
that can be local. But if you go to your local card shop,
LCS.
that is as local as you can get.
Yeah, local
Yeah.
card shop.
Or even like Target or Walmart if there's stuff there.
Now,
Yeah.
so
You know.
if you're going into your local card shop, what you want to do before you go anywhere is you're going to want to gain some knowledge on yourself. Where it be looking up your favorite YouTuber, like PokeReb, Leon Hart. They're pretty good at giving
I
you
think
values.
that's actually I would say that would be the first step. Looking up stuff on YouTube,
Yeah,
like seeing
YouTube.
what they're doing,
Seeing what they're doing,
what
what's
they
collecting,
have, stuff like that. Yeah,
what's
to get
like
it to get
hot
an
right
to get
now.
an idea of the hobby. You
which-
know what I mean?
I would say, like you said, get to know yourself. So, like, as you're looking, like, so my thing when I was looking at everybody's stuff, I was like, do I like that? No, I don't like that. I
Yeah.
kind of like this, which
Is
is
that
how
for me?
I got into like Japanese. So, like, I'm pretty sure the same thing with you guys. Like, there's some stuff modern that you don't like. Nah. So,
And
I think for me,
to
just
like narrow down what you want,
narrow down what you're into. For me, I just
because it could be everything.
when I see an old card, and I'm not going to say WotC because I think say Wizards, okay? People say WotC these days, just say Wizards, you sound cooler. For me, like, you know, if I'm going to go, when I'm buying stuff, I'm looking for old stuff. So when I go to a shop, I know what I'm looking for. Right?
Yeah.
Like I'm looking for, you know, old cards. Not everyone knows what they want to collect. Not everyone knows what they want to get into. So yeah, start off with YouTube, see what's going on these, you know, famous YouTubers, see the different sets, ask your friends. Yeah. If you know people who are, you know, into cards, ask them. I didn't know anyone into cards. The way I met my first Poke friend, Shadowless Raichu, I miss you, dog.
Yeah, me too. I didn't know anybody either.
Was through Instagram, honestly. Like I started an Instagram account after, you know, I got a few cards, and I was like, hey, you know, I started typing in Pokemon on Instagram, seeing those popped up, and you know, the algorithm, as you know, it listens to what you say. All this Pokemon stuff started popping up. I think like one of the first people I started following was like, what's his name? Regigod or whatever. He collects Miscuts.
The Miscuts?
Miscuts.
Yeah, Regigigas.
Like Big Papa Pokemon. A lot of these OG guys are not.
Yeah.
Well, how do you say that?
I just say Regigigas.
I just know they sound crazy in the movie.
No, but if y'all guys have never followed that guy, go look on Instagram. He has the craziest miscuts. Like, I don't even know how he finds them. And miscuts weren't even like a thing. You know, there's so much stuff now that wasn't a thing. Like the swirl, like people didn't like that, and now they like it. So like, you know, there's so many different aspects when it comes to collecting. Like, and then you don't even have to do cards. You can do other things. Like you can do graded cards, ungraded cards. You can do toys, boxes.
So I guess the answer is like, it's up to the collector.
Yeah, it's up to the collector. But our advice would be just, you know, go YouTube,
do some research.
Do some research first.
Also on prices as well. So
I think that's what I was trying to say. Is like before you go to a card shop,
because you don't want to overpay.
eBay sold. I don't know if is Troll and Told still a thing.
They were there. They were at the
Troll and Told.
I wouldn't
TCG
go by
player.
prices with them. TCG's player is a little bit better, but they are a lot higher these days.
But just don't go in not knowing anything, because you're gonna go in, they're gonna give you a price, and
$160 for a ETB.
You're gonna freak out. Well, if it's, for instance, like when I first started buying cards again, like I went into the shop, I didn't know prices. I didn't know if I was getting a good deal or a bad deal. I didn't know what played was. I didn't know what Shadowless was until I got back into cards. Did you guys know what Shadowless was?
Either. Yeah,
I had no idea what Shadowless was.
When I first got back, I didn't know it was a thing, because when I was little, it was just like, this is a Blastoise.
Yeah.
I didn't know what version of the Blastoise this was.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, we're young. We don't.
Yeah. It was just like, go Blastoise, go.
But it was cool because when I found my old cards, I found like Shadowless cards, and I was like, oh, cool, I had Shadowless. But I mean, they're played to shit. But like,
PSA 1.
Just still like, so like when I got cards as a kid, like,
do you still have those?
Yeah, I have all my bulk.
Nice.
I didn't have any of my hollow. The only like card worth money was that first edition Shining Tyranitar. And I remember this dude, like I started meeting this guy outside of like a Alien. No, it was outside.
I was like, you started beating this guy outside. It's like, Jesus.
No, so like we're talking about like, hey,
Give
you know,
me my cards.
you go into your first card shop. I remember I meeting this guy, and he was meeting a dude to buy cards off through Craigslist, and they're like, oh, we have to go outside. So we went outside, and I remember I bought a Jungle Unlimited Flareon and like a Jolteon, and I had my Shining Tyranitar, and I'll never forget, he was like, oh, I can give you like $37 for that card, and I was like, oh, really? No, I'm gonna keep it. So
did you really say that?
Oh yeah, I was like no. Well, I just sold like a bunch of first edition Toon cards for like nothing, and I was like, I think I just got ripped off, but I got that Blastoise, so I was stoked on it, you know.
Yeah.
But,
well, the other thing too, before you go and start looking for cards, if you're like older like us, go look in your garage and stuff and see if you even have cards from your childhood too.
Ask your friends. I've like asked a bunch of my friends, and they gave
either
that or they're just like, give me a couple $100. So they didn't have the time to research.
Yeah.
Like, just do it.
So number one rule: rip off your friends. You know, just like give them a few bucks.
Your homies don't give a shit about their cards. Just be like, hey, bro, give me your card.
Hey, I'll take you to Frontier Burger and just call it even.
Dude, what's up with you, Frontier Burger?
Dude, we have to go. It's so good. Like,
all right, we're gonna have an episode where we're just gonna have a bunch of Frontier Burger, and we're just gonna like talk about Frontier Burger.
They have different ones, and we can taste test all of them. They're so good, man. And they have different sauces too.
Frontier Burger.
The fries, bro, they're like paper thin, but they're so delicious. And you would think you wouldn't get filled by them, but I'm full.
Frontier Burger.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor us.
So we podcast.
But yeah, so then, you know, check YouTube, you know, figure out where you want to go.
What you want, what kind of collector you want to be, and don't feel obligated to pick one thing. Like your collection is so personal to you, and if somebody says, "Oh, don't collect that, don't collect this," like it's personal.
Because like honestly, what got me like to want to collect again. I actually had been wanting to collect for a couple of years before I actually started collecting again. But I just didn't want to do it alone.
You're like,
I need friends.
Yeah, I didn't want to just be the weird kid or that weird guy that,
Wait, like when you're like now?
Yeah, that weird guy.
That weird 30-something-year-old guy going and hey, can I get some Pokemon?
Yeah.
Like, is your son gonna take all those?
Like I just didn't want to waste the money on it and like it not be like a thing. You know what I mean? Because I didn't watch YouTube. I didn't do all that stuff to check beforehand. And when I started seeing I was into Magic for a little while. And,
dude, I missed Magic.
You miss it?
I missed it.
I went to Magic camp.
I actually played Magic when it first came out.
Really?
Yeah, like it was.
That's something I want to do a show on because I would really like to learn about Magic. I totally missed it.
So you've been a nerd for like a long time.
I've been a nerd my entire life.
So just to let you guys know, his girlfriend is in the other room. He has one. He's not a super nerd. Not
She's just here until you guys leave. Just so you know,
he rented her.
Yeah.
She's not really.
Before we walked in here, she was like, "Hey, if you want me here for another time slot,
it doubles after 6 o'clock." But yeah, I would like to do that. But continue.
No, yeah, and I was into Magic for a little while, and I would always go to like Friday Night Magics and stuff like that at like my local card store. And I would see like in the glass cases and stuff like all the Pokemon cards, and I was seeing like full arts and like the Pokemon coming out of the square, out of the artwork, and I was like, dang, I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. And then I started seeing more and more, and I was like, those look pretty cool. Like I like the way they look. It's different. It's something cool, and that's what wanted me to start to collect again. And I just never did. And then
what was your first set that you started collecting?
Again,
do you remember, or was it just like a random card you picked out of the store?
No, I think my first booster box was Chilling Reign.
Nice. And the horse.
But
no, that was like,
I think
I thought you were doing the horse because of the the Shadow Rider.
dude, I don't know anything about this card.
He doesn't know anything. Yeah. I think before that though, I had bought a one of those trainer toolkits.
It was a Chilling Reign. We had it right here.
One of those trainer toolkits.
Yeah, the red one.
Yeah, and it had battle styles in it, and
Bro, you got
I didn't know.
over here.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about any of
I
that.
wish you guys could see this corner real quick, just so you could see all these packs in this corner. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, tune into his Whatnot. You'll see him there.
Oh yeah,
Links in the bottom.
we're actually all on Whatnot, so you're gonna be seeing some things with that too.
Not actively, but I'll get back on there.
I just got accepted. Yeah. He's been on it for a minute. You've been on it for a minute.
I've done one sale. Dude. I've sold 26 cards, and I have a 5.0 sales rating.
Really? I don't. I got like a 4.7 or something. I don't know why though. Maybe it's my shipping time. I do take a little long sometimes because I'm hella busy.
I packed them all the same night and shipped
when
them
I got approved, when they called me and I got approved, I like went straight off with it. And I was doing MetaZoo, and I was doing really good, and it was really fun. But then I just like for some reason I just like stopped.
I'm just gonna say it. I'm not a.
You're not a fan?
I'm not a fan of Whatnot. Like
cancel his account.
No,
cancel his account. So
it's not that I don't like it. Okay, there's two things.
It's glitchy.
No.
3 things.
They're bound to get something's gonna happen with the IRS.
We talked about this.
This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. And 2, I don't like selling things for more than what they're worth. Like as a integrity type deal, it's not a good
The value is in the eye of the beholder,
sir. But so no, like it comes to like what I see when I go on there is like more gambling and like the people that are on there like they have like gambling addictions.
We need an episode on this because I've literally talked about how we're gonna get caught with gambling and they're gonna have sanctions eventually.
Something's gonna happen.
They already started though. I don't know if you got that notification. They started saying like you can't do certain like mystery things. Like
because it's
word
gambling.
Things different ways.
But they've been saying that. But they're like, you can do it. We don't care.
It's until like the government actually like does something that there'll be a little bit more about it. But right now,
there's until then, folks, Whatnot. They can sell like crazy. But so,
Drip, right?
Yeah, like, I'm actually on Drip right now, but I've only done like 3 streams.
I got in there a few times.
It didn't come out right. Dang it. Nope.
Dude, you were
all
doing
that preparation
so
for nothing.
My mouth's a little dry. Where's that martini?
We need to have an after dark drinking special.
Yeah. Another fun story. Like I told you, we don't
drink.
I don't eat fruits and vegetables, guys. I have a palate of a 7-year-old. Okay. I don't know if you drink. I think you do. You said
every once in a while. I'm not a heavy drinker. I just do it here and there. So orange juice.
Or smoke. I don't do anything.
I don't smoke either.
I'm not technically straight because I do occasionally like sip.
What?
But I don't get drunk.
I do things and stuff. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. What did I even bring up Whatnot for? What were we talking about? Whatnot for?
So what were we bringing
I don't
Whatnot
even know,
for?
but we're all on Whatnot. That's all you guys need to know.
Oh, because I was saying go to his Whatnot, and so we're all on Whatnot. So eventually, actually, depending on how this goes, we really want to do a 3-way Whatnot stream.
Yeah.
I think that'd be sick.
We want to do a 3-way, guys.
Winner takes the other two home.
Really awkward. Well, I think I brought up Whatnot because like, where is this all going? Like, where's
like the hobby?
Like the hobby. Where's
So
the hobby going?
that's the last topic we're going to talk about here, which is where's the hobby? Where do we feel the hobby is going?
So like, I've always said, it's only, if you look at a graph, it's only going to go higher, right? If you go back to 2016, okay, or 2018, I bought a booster box, base set booster box. It was Green Wing, mind you. No, I have the box. Yes,
you opened it.
I opened it. This is like
You never told me this. You bought a base set booster box?
It's on my shelf. I didn't show you.
I saw it, but I thought it was
Do you
just
remember the video I showed you?
Yeah.
I pulled that from that. That was like a pack that I held.
You were at his house. What is going on?
We'll talk about this later. We'll talk about this later. Okay?
So
that's what I'm calling in.
So we're talking about the history of Pokemon, longevity of Pokemon. In 2018, I bought a booster box. I think I paid $1,500 or $1,800 for it. And
what?
Yes, dude. And
oh my god!
I was raffling packs for $50-$60. At that time, when I was raffling packs, everyone started raffling packs. I fucking hated raffles, but I was like, dude, everyone's doing it. I'm gonna do it. I was raffling for like $40 or $50-$60. I had people literally like sending me like, "You're a piece of shit. Like you're garbage.
Overpricing.
You're ruining $60 for a base set for an unweighed base set."
Oh my
pack.
god! If you were one of those people, guys, put in the comments. Let us know because we need to know.
So
fast forward to the future.
Fast forward to the future. Right now, I think base set boxers are sitting like 14, 13, 5 respectively. Maybe I don't know. A few months ago, they were like in the 20s. Yeah. So someone just had a really minty one posted on Instagram for like 13.5. Yeah, no, it was 13, and I almost bought it.
Really?
Which is crazy because that's like super close to like.
So if you think about it,
if
I can,
really,
I can't do the percentages, but that's like 1,000,000% increase from 2018.
Like that's 1,000,000%.
That's 4 years. Okay, that's 4 years. Okay,
that's that bad math, bro. But if you got to do better math than that. Give me more accurate numbers.
No, but listen to this. So if, that's just 4 years, right? Now, this is where I like I'm like that Gary Pokemon King Gary guy.
King Gary.
I don't like him, but he was smart, man. He got in. He got in early, dude.
Everything.
He got in.
But I thought
early.
he's been collecting Pokemon.
Yeah, for the longest time with his
people
kids.
People see these collections. They're like, oh my god, you're spending so much money on cards. It's like, no, a lot of people that you see that have these crazy collections, they really got in before the bubble. So they really didn't like me. I didn't invest barely anything into my collection, and I have a few nice things.
Yeah.
So like I really think it's like okay,
me over here.
The longevity of Pokemon, it's only going to keep going up. It's maybe there's plateaus and maybe it drops down, but it's only going to keep going.
Yeah,
up,
I've watched videos on this, and it's
so like
it's the same thing. Yeah.
That being said, it's like, hey, am I going to buy cards? Like, yes, you see that card that you didn't buy 2 years ago? Fucking buy it now because 2 years from now it's going to be even more money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, don't sit with like the notion like, oh, I'm going to sit it out. The prices are going to drop a little more. They might go down a few $100, but like a year from now, we have no idea where the boom can be. It could be going back up again. I really think 2022 especially is like the year for collectibles.
Not only that, but like we don't know what's gonna happen. Like the whole Logan Paul thing is what really spiked a big thing of this.
There could be another Logan Paul event.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't think so though. I don't think
you don't think so.
No. Like we'll go up gradually, but I don't think we'll have like another because the thing with Logan Paul, he introduced Pokemon to everybody that forgot about it or didn't know about it.
I think he introduced the wrong type of people to Pokemon though.
Yeah, like your sneaker flippers and stuff like that. Now that happened, like Pokemon knows they're overprinting now. Like they're gonna keep doing that. But I would still like for me like modern. I still buy modern because to get this card for $40, eventually it's gonna drop in price and then go back up when they get out of print. Can they reprint? Yeah, but most of them are not gonna get reprinted for the most part in like 5 years from now. But another like really big boom is gonna have to take somebody other than Logan Paul. We can't have another Logan Paul. He tried it again,
I think with like NFTs and like Gary V, I feel like Gary V is gonna be like he's pushing like a lot of like that's one of the guys that I kind of listen to when it comes to like not necessarily NFTs because I don't understand NFTs. I don't think I'll ever tokens. NFT means not for trade in my book, okay? But I think he's always like talking about like this collectibles and nostalgia. And I think nostalgia is always going to be there, especially like not to be like kind of like dark, but the way this world's kind of getting these days with like war and corona and like just a lot of negativity like on social media that's super readily available, you know, like on your phone. I think when you like are able to sit down and kind of look at something, you're like, oh man, I remember when I was 5 years old, 6 years old, and I didn't have any cares in the world, I can look at this card. And I think people will pay a premium no matter what for that feeling, if that makes sense.
Right.
So I don't think that feeling is ever going to go away. I think it's just that feeling is just going to be more expensive to obtain.
It's also the chase too.
Yeah, the chase.
Like the chase of having that one of one. Like, can you imagine Pokemon started like labeling cards like one of one, like sports cards?
I hope they never do that, but that would be crazy.
I've heard that floating around. I don't think they ever will, but like you still get like promos like from Japan. That's what I like, the Japan cards, because there's some cards that come out in Japan that you do not get in English.
Yeah, I never collected English, but I'm starting to see like all these like exclusive, really high dollar like Pikachu Illustrator, like all these trophy cards, the scroll cards, like all these really cool Japanese cards that I've never heard about. And then I'm finding out the history of them, and I'm like, oh man, these are like, you had to be here at a certain time, you had to do this,
championship cards and stuff like that,
or like what is it, the Kangaskhan, the family trophy, like you had to be like with your parent, like I thought that things like that like have really cool stories. And before I'm like, they're all like, I don't really care for Japanese, you know, cards, but now
Japanese,
I'm like, no,
really
like these are dope. Yeah, like they're freaking, and it's crazy how it's becoming. It's like, I think Whatnot's really helping that though. Like there's a lot of big streamers that are really pushing Japanese product, and it's just like kind of getting explosive.
Well, the reason they're doing that too is because Japanese is always the first to come out, and so it's before the English, so they're always, you know, Whatnot, as soon as you get it, people just want cards, and so they're pushing out the Japanese, which people are like, oh, I love this, and then the English comes out and they push out that too.
I remember my very first Japanese card was a dark Persian. Like I remember going and I was like,
such a random card.
Dude, it wasn't even like, I remember going to Alien Worlds and I was like, man, I want this card. Like I want to pet it. I don't know. I didn't, because of like, I think it was maybe the first time I saw like a foreign card, like a Japanese card, and I was like, this is freaking sick,
the dark
dude.
Version, that's the one where he's like, it's like
standing,
and it looks like he hasn't been eating in a while.
But it's like the card, the artwork itself is like off center. It's like, it's not a very good artwork, but I was like, man, this is cool. And that was my first Japanese card. So I don't have too many Japanese cards. I have more Japanese sealed product, like some vending machine.
Yeah, you seem to have no Japanese cards, because I'm actually trying to pick up all your Japanese right now.
I'm about to get that lot for you, bro.
I have a lot of extras too, so I got you.
Hollows?
No, you can't have my hollows.
Oh, well, hollows is what I'm looking for.
Wow, selfish.
As far as like,
do you think so? Going back to like getting into the hobby, do you think, like you said, right now for the future, do you think, since we're gonna keep inclining, right now is like kind of dollar cost averaging on cards right now for like the modern?
I think right now is the best. Well,
modern or vintage.
I think right now. Well, I can't speak on the vintage market because I think, or on the modern market, because those prices are kind of like set in stone when they're released. You know, they kind of have a more like MSRP.
Well, they'll drop.
Well, they drop
as soon as they open. Like it's high, and then they just.
Well, I'm saying like a booster box is like when it's released is more or less going to be 100, 30, 40, 50 bucks. Yeah. But like when vintage, you know, it's so hard of a market to like gauge. Like one day it could be like this, one day it could be that. So like, I think right now is like the best time. Like everyone's calling it the dip in Pokemon in the last few years. I think right now is a good time. Like I'm seeing cards that I was selling, like for instance, like let's do PSA 9 Shadowless Charizard. It was selling for like 19,000 or something stupid, like beginning of last year. Now it's like dropped to like 5,000, 6,000. So like, if you wanted to get it then and you couldn't afford it, now's the time to get that card before something makes it go back up again. Because that's gonna happen. It's just like, when is it gonna happen?
I honestly think that like things are going to get more expensive. Well, vintage will be. Just because, we've talked about how there's a lot of product out there still for vintage. We just can't see it. But once all of that starts to deplete, you know, like then prices are going to,
how long is that going to take though?
I mean, it's going to take a minute.
Everyone keep freaking ripping open this stuff,
but that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
that's
like they're doing so many box breaks right now. Like everyone's just opening up everything. You know,
that's why I try to buy packs. And I'm like,
that's why you got to get into MetaZoo, guys, because it's very limited.
It's so hot right now, MetaZoo. But it's just, I don't know. Pokemon is just, I think it's always going to be, and every 5 years it's going to be an anniversary. They're going to re-release something. It's always going to be a game. They
unless
have the TV
Charizard
shows.
like beats up a kid or something.
Unless Charizard dies.
You know, and that's the other thing too with Pokemon. It's like, it's not like sports. Like if you know, Tom Brady's retiring, but if he got hurt before he retired, his card price plummets. Yeah. With Pokemon, they're fictional creatures, and it depends on the writers, you know, having them go do something weird. They're not going to do that. So, you know, he's not going to twist an ankle and be like, oh, I'm out for the season. Dude, I tore my wing.
My Charizard's out, man. He's not playing all season, bro.
Dude, that would be actually a pretty cool
I
thing.
had him
Can you
on my
imagine
team.
making a football team for like Pokemon and doing like seasons of
Pokemon
it?
fantasy football.
It's
Yeah,
called
dude.
it's called Pokemon Stadium. Thank you.
Oh my god,
Hey.
dude! I'm trying to get that to work on my emulator so bad, but there's so many buttons I can't figure it out.
I had a question. I forgot what I was gonna say.
It was a very important question too.
I'm trying to think
That's
of
not
what
that
it
impressive.
was. Like,
So yeah, so with the hobby the way it's going, how do y'all feel about with the hobby the way it's going? Do you feel like it's more accessible now for a lot of people that do Modern?
yeah, 100%. Like everything is.
So like it was harder back then.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I think it's more accessible, but
Because of this thing right here.
yeah, yeah, but mainly because of Whatnot. Like,
Yeah.
I think like all the like selling sites and stuff like that, they're making it more accessible because sure they get it before everyone else does, but like they're selling it. You know, you might be
Was
paying
Whatnot the
overpriced for it.
first platform
Yeah,
of its
Whatnot
kind
was,
like
yeah.
that? Yeah, because it's
Like
if
a live
you think
auction?
about it, it's pretty fucking groundbreaking.
No,
what they're
yeah,
doing.
it's a brilliant idea. Like it's
Like it's pretty ridiculous.
yeah, it's like eBay, but like
if you
better.
haven't been on Whatnot,
Like, please buy my stuff. I'm
yeah.
I'm entertaining
even
you.
if you're not going to if you're not going to buy anything, it's like a really like entertaining app.
Yeah.
Like I sometimes go in there and just watch people stream, and like the things I've seen on there, I'm like, this is kind of funny to like to watch.
Yeah,
right?
dude, I
some
was
people go
like,
all out.
when I first got on Whatnot, I swear to God, I spent like $300
Yeah.
without even knowing it.
You're like, wait,
like
what do I
like $10.
buy?
Oh,
Yeah,
you know.
like-
But that's the thing I'm talking about. It's like, do you want to hit that bid button? You're like,
Yeah.
"Ah, yes,
Yeah,
yes, I want
exactly.
that card.
Yeah. And then seeing it right in front of you, you know what I mean? Like on your phone, you're seeing it,
Gambling.
the card being turned and moved and stuff like that, and you're just like,
It's actually better because like
Yeah, I
the
want it.
pictures
Like,
that you
yeah.
see on eBay is just like sometimes they don't
Yeah.
get the greatest pictures. Then you get it and they're like, "Hey, near mint," and you're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
So it's actually better to see it live.
These shoes, they mint these? No way.
So yeah,
yeah,
so that would actually be pretty cool doing the live stream though, doing a box break.
yeah, yeah,
I think with all the technology we have now with these streaming platforms, we're gonna be able to do a lot of like cool interactive kind of things with you guys. Like I would like to do like maybe a booster box break while we're doing a podcast one day and
Yeah.
have you guys like, you know, be able to win packs. There's a bunch of stuff that we want to do with this. So
Oh, can I tell them about the phone? That eventually probably will possibly happen.
oh yeah, we got
The what phone?
we got the phone.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is gonna be cool. This is my favorite thing that
We're
they
gonna
told me
be
so far.
trying to get other guests, you know, on the show, and we can actually
Take phone calls.
take phone calls. So
Caller one.
Prank phone calls are very welcome. I appreciate prank phone calls.
Yeah.
It's be hilarious.
not only that, not only phone calls, like we're also gonna try to get in person, you know,
Guests.
guests as well.
Content
there's not another
creators.
chair, but they can sit on my
Yeah.
lap.
Well, no, there's another chair. We just haven't put it.
Damn
together. I mean, if you want them to sit on your lap, I mean, that's you know, consent.
I'm talking to
consent
you,
first. Consent
Leonhardt.
first.
Speaking of Leonhardt, these guys went to the pop-up shop and all they got was this grass right here.
Dude, you're
But
jealous that
this
you don't.
grass is awesome.
This grass
He's
is
jealous that he doesn't
awesome,
have it though.
I want this grass.
I forgot to bring it. I'm sorry.
He's gonna give me my own grass one day, hopefully.
I love how you took like more than.
Oh, dude,
one.
I didn't get a pack, so I'm walking out and I was like, "Oh, I wish I could take this grass."
Wait.
And
I
somebody,
thought everyone got a pack though.
No.
No,
You had
no,
to
no.
buy the
VIP,
VIP that came with the pack.
but I had a great time.
Yeah,
That's all that
I
matters,
did too.
dude.
Yeah,
As long as you had a great
I
time,
had
that's
a
all
great
Me
it
and this
counts.
guy sat down. We had a good time. We've met in the line actually.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
And
y'all
then-
met there, right?
yeah, and we're both from San Antonio.
But even
so
though
it was
you
funny,
actually
yeah.
guys met at
Yeah.
CollectCon, you didn't remember that.
No, but we didn't like.
No,
I,
we didn't-
I
we
remember
didn't-
seeing him.
Did you really?
Yeah, because
he was walking
you're very
around with me,
familiar with
though.
your hair.
Oh well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
So I remember seeing you, and that's why
my
when at the Leonhardt, I'm like, I know this guy. Like, do I know this guy? And then when we just started talking, and I was like, oh, whatever. If I don't know him, I don't know. If I do, I do. But he was really cool,
You're
so we
like,
hung out.
I know you from somewhere. I don't
Yeah.
know, but Pokemon?
I'm so excited for all you guys to see his. We should do one impression, like
Put him on the
per
spot.
video. So
Okay.
Can we please do the Arnold Schwarzenegger?
let's
I'll do
start.
Christopher Walken.
No,
Oh,
yeah, I was gonna say maybe we should
is
save
that
that
one?
for another one. But
Okay.
I mean, because the Christopher Walken one is
That
so
was
good.
pretty sick.
But
right,
Schwarzenegger
all
then.
So what's now? I want to do.
Yeah.
You want to do Chris?
I want to do Chris.
Okay,
Okay. We're gonna do Christopher Walken.
Chris walking into a card shop
Oh,
asking about a
Here,
card.
give him a card and inspect the card.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, I'm at the card shop and he's.
Okay, I'll be the guy. Hey, sir, how can I help you today?
You know, I see this lizard there. This doing little double tines in the water. What is? Oh, it's a
Gyarados,
Gyarados.
yeah.
Let me see this.
Yeah, please don't bend it.
Wow. You know the corners are pretty good. You got some.
bad.
You were the one that said to put things on silent.
It is. That's the
You
crazy
know,
thing.
it's got a shimmer like something I haven't seen ever in my life. It's good for you. It's good for you. And that's all I got for you guys.
That's all you got.
Such a spot on
then you bend it.
Walken voice.
Then I bend it.
Then you bend it. Wait, isn't it yours?
Yes.
Dude, see, so I'm new to iPhone, guys. And I have the silence on. Oh, I don't have the silence on. There you go. I'm telling you, man. iPhones are just a different breed.
Can we put that in the video?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Listen, guys, so I'm new. So you've had booty Android
My
your whole
wife would love that clip
Say
right
the
there.
booty Android.
He said booty Androids his whole life.
Wait, I did not say that.
He said you're new to iPhone. What did you have before?
An Android.
Exactly. So you had booty. You had ass,
What
potato
is-
camera, booty Androids.
Ass potato camera.
Yo, that phone right there is garbage. Just straight booty. That's what I'm trying to
It's
tell you.
straight
God.
booty.
Anyways,
Yeah, booty Androids. Guys, this PSA, if you are listening to us on an Android, please get an iPhone.
oh my god, don't. I still am a strong
please.
Android fan, but
They've gotten better with the cameras, but they haven't gotten better with the like when you post the quality, like the post
Dude,
videos
every
and
year on
photos.
Christmas, my mom's like, we're like, Mom, we need to get you Mom, we need to get you an iPhone. She's like, I don't want it. And I'm like, Mom, you have ads on your phone. Like, how do you have ads on your phone? She has like vape ads. When I look at her phone, there's like a vape ad on top. I'm like,
Oh
how do you
my
have an ad on your
your
phone?
mom's vaping. That's why they're sending her ads.
Dude, my mom's the vape god, by the way.
Is it?
Your
That's
mom's
probably
the vape
why.
god?
My mom is the vape god. She blows O's and everything, dude.
Blows-
Not really,
Dang,
but
she
I
blows
call,
O's.
I call her the vape god because she has a little scrap.
Yeah.
She has a scrap.
I haven't vaped in forever. Like, it's been like the longest time.
I love vaping.
I was vaping for a while, but I was vaping zero nicotine because I don't smoke.
Oh yeah,
So-
But it was
I
just flavor and it just tasted
CBD.
good.
So you just like a little frou-frou, like.
Yeah, it was just like,
So like,
and I was like super into like
watermelon.
I
was, like,
those
super-
like videos, people doing like smoke rings and stuff.
yeah, I was
Oh,
like
God.
I was like super into like
I thought that was
just
cool.
blowing sweet clouds.
I'm glad
you
I
know?
met you now and not during this.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine Randy right now? He's just like, the whole time we're videotaping.
It's all
Smoky.
smoky.
But back then it was
coffee.
cool. It was like I would make my own. I got into like I tried to get hired into like a vape shop.
But was it
Yeah.
cool though?
Oh my god, this guy.
I would make my own coils.
Number 3, stop
and,
picking on number
like,
1.
Hey man, so I took this is like completely off topic, but I took a friend who was visiting out of town to a vape shop, and like we walked in and I was listening before we were helped. I was listening to him like help a guy, and the guy's like, he's like, yeah, this is gonna be like, he goes, yeah, I think this is gonna be the one for you. It's like a really good starter vape. You're gonna have like, it's really good ohms.
Is it like a
you
big
know.
one?
Dude, I have no idea, but just listening to him describe it sounded like he was trying to like
he was selling it.
selling him,
Yeah.
but like it doesn't sound like he was selling him a vaporizer. It was like he was selling him like a bed. He was like, you're really gonna get a lot of mileage out of this one.
What, like a car? Like it's gonna last
And
forever.
the guy I was with was just buying a disposable one. He goes, yeah, these are the people that I fucking hate. And I was like, he's a sommelier of senses. Okay, give him a break. He's like, I have a coworker who vapes, and every time I'm like, what is that horchata over there? Like,
Oh my god.
what is that cloud dream? Oh, it tastes so good.
I did apples, strawberry apples.
Strawberry apples.
Yeah, that's good. Delicious. Or green apple.
Yeah, I'll probably never vape. I smoked cigarettes from like 18 to 22, and then I cold turkey and never
Really?
went back again. Oh yeah, if I smell a cigarette now, I'll throw up, dude.
So
Straight.
next episode we're smoking.
Next episode, we're vaping. We're gonna actually be inside of a humidor
Oh,
in the
jeez.
local mall. Okay, that's where
So yeah.
I like how I'm the only one that's touched my mic this whole time.
You're the only one that's touched the mic and the table at the same time.
I have nervous energy. I'm sorry, guys.
It's the crack you did before
The
you
next
got on
video,
here.
I'm gonna be in a straitjacket the whole time.
Oh, dude, that could be a magic trick. Just like, how long does? Can I get out of my straitjacket before the end of the podcast?
Okay, Michael Scott over here.
Parkour.
All right, guys. With that, I think we're gonna call it.
Yeah, that's good.
So I hope you guys enjoyed our little
Spat.
smorgasbord of talk.
Our first episode.
Yeah, we had Chris Watkins with us. So
Yeah. We had,
A lot more stuff to come, folks. Topics galore, pack openings,
I haven't
show and
heard somebody
tells.
say galore in a long time.
yeah, me either.
I like that word. Galore.
Bet you do.
But yeah, guys, just let us know in the comments and stuff
Yeah.
like that. You know what you guys want to hear us talk about. You know, we're open to everything.
Hit us up
not
on
like
socials, too.
everything, but you know,
Yeah. What are we on? TikTok?
Yeah, we're on
Instagram?
TikTok, Instagram, YouTube,
MySpace.
MySpace.
High five.
There's
LinkedIn.
only a limited amount left for OnlyFans, but we're on OnlyFans.
There's a wait list.
Yeah.
So on OnlyFans, it's me opening packs with my toes.
I thought you were gonna say something else.
I have some big old feet, so I don't know. You may be into it. You may be. Well, maybe you ask.
Pokey feet.
We can ask. We can ask some. My girlfriend. Maybe she'd be into it. I don't know. She's got nice
She
feet
takes
too.
75%. Making cuts.
But yeah, so just find us on all those platforms. We're gonna link them somewhere here.
And we're gonna come up with a cool cheesy
Links
sign off
below.
hand gesture. But until then, I guess take it easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Peace it up. Peace it out, guys.
And we'll catch you guys next time.
Bye.